Go for. Do you like that?
What is happening, YouTube? Welcome to JME-TV, and today we are embarking on a special dirt journey to delve into the life and legacy of one of Britain's most cherished steeplejacks and television personalities, Fred Dibnah. We begin here at his house, and then we're going to proceed to one of the mills where he worked at, and then over to Tong Cemetery where his final resting place is. So join me as we explore the fascinating life of Fred Dibnah. Fred Dibnah was born on April 28, 1938 in Bolton, Lancashire. A man of remarkable talents and passions, Fred became renowned not just for his work as a steeplejack, but also for his profound love of industrial heritage. Through his television documentaries, he shared his extensive knowledge and enthusiasm with the whole world, becoming a national treasure in the process. So at the moment we're standing outside Fred's home, and you can actually sense the dedication and commitment that he had for preserving the past. This house is more than just a residence, it's a testament to his love for Victorian engineering and steam engines. Now let's have a look close at the blue plaque, see what it says. Home of the late Dr. Fred Dibnah, MBE steeplejack, honorary doctor at Aberdeen and Birmingham universities, artist, draftsman, carpenter and stonemason, and of course a demolition expert. Intuitive engineer, steam enthusiast, devotee of our industrial heritage, raconteur and television celebrity, revered son of Bolton, 1938 to 2004. Yeah. Now, this is actually a grade 2 listed building, and Fred actually extended. This over here is actually an extension of Fred's house, but he had to do it to spec to match the rest of the building here. That door's original. There's actually some footage of Fred painting the coat of arms there. So I'll see if I can get a comparison picture so you can see that. And on top of here, I don't know if you can see this ball. But there's actually footage of Fred putting that ball on there as well. Fred did a lot of work to this house, and it's evident to see how much it stands out against the rest of the community around here. In Fred's garden and workshop, he meticulously restored countless steam engines, breathing new life into these relics of history. The sounds of clinking metal and the hiss of steam that once filled this space are echoes of a bygone era preserved by Fred's unwavering devotion. Even from here, you can still see the remnants of Fred's many projects. His garden is still filled with the history of his mining shaft and his chimney up here that he put in himself. All at one time, his machines that he cherished. One can actually easily imagine Fred diligently working on an engine, each piece a story of history being revived by his skilled hands. So I believe right here was the mine shaft of Fred's that he built just before he died. Fred's chimney that he built. So guys, even from here you can see the old remnants of Fred's workshop. Now as you can see, it looks a lot different than it did when Fred had it. The new owner has embarked on turning this into a working garage. So instead of steam engines as it was, it's now car engines. I had the opportunity to chat with him and he shared some interesting insights. He's faced quite a bit of criticism online for this change, but it's important, I think, like with anything, that you need to remember, you know, that this is his property and he has the right to do as he pleases with this. He has kept some original things such as the chimney Fred made and other things. But unfortunately times change and sometimes so must our buildings. What was left of Fred's workshop was neither usable nor practical and it had become redundant. It was once a heritage centre, but then funding went and no one bought anything, so unfortunately things had to move, which is unfortunate. It would have been great to be preserved as a centre, but unfortunately it just wasn't meant to be. So Fred Dibnah's career took a significant turn in the late 1970s when a BBC crew filming a documentary on steeplejacks discovered him. His natural charm and extensive knowledge quickly endeared him to the public, leading to a series of programmes that celebrated Britain's industrial heritage. So guys, here we are at Ena Mill, a historical textile mill that has been a staple of the community for over a century. And today we take a journey back in time to where the legendary steeplejack Fred Dibnah visited this iconic site to perform maintenance work. Join us as we explore this fascinating event, the lasting impact of Fred's work. Ena Mill, like many others during the Industrial Revolution, was a hive of activity from spinning to weaving. It played a crucial role in the textile industry, providing jobs and contributing to the local economy around Atherton. Now, Fred Dibnah was no stranger to these grand structures. Known for his expertise in steeplejack work and his deep respect for the industrial heritage, Fred was the perfect man for the job. His visit to Ena Mill was not just about maintenance, but about preserving a piece of history. So guys, as we're walking up, we'll actually be able to see some remnants of Fred's work. With a blend of courage and skill, Fred tackled one of the most challenging tasks at Ena Mill, the chimney. Standing tall and proud, it required delicate and precise work to ensure its stability. Fred's dedication to his craft was evident in every swing of his hammer and every step that he took. So guys, as we're walking towards the chimney, just get this shot in sight, and here is Fred putting his holes in the wall, ready to put his ladders through. Now these are actually the holes of where Fred chiselled in. Now he only went through the mortar, but it was enough to get his ladders in.
Yeah, basically that piece of wood is just to put there to hold the ladder off the wall. Here we are drilling the first hole in you know, which there is an hole actually there that's just been pointed up. So knocking the first dog, which will be the hole fast at the base of the first ladder, as you might say. Then goes the plug wood, which, as you can see, it doesn't go in very far, you know, but it's quite far enough, you know, it's quite safe. And that's what's termed as a dog. Then I'm going to knocking in now. And the next stage is to the piece of rope. It's called a lashing, and it's a piece of rope about 5 foot.
If we walk around the other side here, there is actually a plaque. Fred Dibnah, MBE, born 29th of April 1938, a much loved steeplejack, worked here on this chimney at Ena Mill. A lot of the people in the community never called it Ena Mill though, but the owners of this place here put a touch on it for what all the regulars back in the day used to call it. I called it E-Mill. So they've put that there as a reminder of what people used to call it. Now Fred's work at Ena Mill was nothing short of spectacular. He approached each task with a deep understanding of the mill's significance. His maintenance work not only preserved the structure but also brought a renewed sense of pride to Atherton. Now beyond the towering chimney up there, Fred also focused on the intricate machinery that powered inside Ena Mill. His meticulous attention to detail ensured that the mill could continue to operate efficiently, much to the delight of the workers who relied on it. Now guys, it's not an operating mill anymore, it's now a piano shop, and there is a big store on the other side here, which is like clothes, all household things. And it's absolutely ginormous inside. And if you look at these bricks at the top here, the green ones, if you can see them, there is a bit of footage of Fred doing maintenance work on the green bricks, which I'll put in now, and you can see him.
It's addled, all, you know. It's a shame, really. Getting near the top, it's always like that, you know. I think this time a few iron bands might be called for, you know, to screw it together a bit.
So guys, this is one of the places Fred worked on in the early 90s, and it's still an operating mill today, just not with machinery. Now, I don't know if you know, but a lot of the mills nowadays, because they're crumbling, the top of the mill is still the original. A lot of the mills now are broken down, and they usually get taken off and get taken down half the size than they originally were. But this one stands a testament to Fred's craftsmanship, that this one is still standing 30 years after he's already done it. So thank you, Fred, for preserving some more history here, for it to live probably another 100 years without maintenance, hopefully. I am not a brickie, so I do not know if it will last 100 years, but I'm hoping it will with Fred's work. So guys, let's head over to the cemetery and go and see Fred's final resting place. So guys, here we are now at Tong Cemetery, where Fred was laid to rest. Now, it is quite tranquil, and I think it serves as a fitting final resting place for a man who dedicated his life to preserving the past for future generations. So Fred wasn't just merely a steeplejack, he was a storyteller, a historian, and a guardian of heritage. His work underscores the importance of remembering and cherishing our industrial past. And walking through the cemetery, I do believe that we are reminded of the passage of time and the myriad of stories each gravestone represents. Fred understood that history is more than just dates and events. He saw the value in preserving the old and the seemingly obsolete, giving them a renewed significance. Fred's love for steam engines and Victorian engineering was not just about machinery, it was about a way of life, a connection to history that he wished for everyone to appreciate. His dedication was unwavering and his influence immeasurable. As we're walking down this path surrounded by these gravestones of those who have come before, it's pretty evident how Fred found inspiration in history. Some of these gravestones are very, very old. Fred absolutely loved history, and Fred found inspiration in it. Each stone in here, each name, a legacy, and Fred's story is one of those stories with unrelenting passion and determination. He was unafraid to climb the highest chimneys or to painstakingly restore steam engines piece by piece. Fred often spoke of the beauty in all machinery, the craftsmanship in every cog and wheel. He believed these historical artefacts had souls, and his mission was to keep them alive. His television programmes were not just educational, they were deeply personal. Fred invited us into his world, sharing the joy of restoring history and the thrill of reviving old engines. Fred's respect for history extended beyond his work. He often spent time in places like this, contemplating the lives of those who preceded him. His profound respect for the past shaped the view of the present and future. Fred saw the importance of preserving our heritage to better understand where we came from and where we are headed. So guys, I think we are approaching Fred's grave now, so let's head over. I think it needs a bit of TLC. So here we are approaching Fred's grave. So guys, Fred passed away on November 6, 2004, following a courageous battle with cancer. Despite his illness, Fred continued his work almost to the end, driven by his passion for engineering and history. His death marked the conclusion of an era, but his legacy endures, inspiring and educating future generations. Remember Fred Dibnah, 1938 to 2004, a much loved steeplejack. Fred's funeral was held at Bolton parish church, and it was quite a big affair. Attended by hundreds, his coffin was borne on a vintage steam-powered traction engine, a fitting tribute to Fred, who held such engines dear. The streets were lined with mourners, and it was a testament to the profound impact Fred had on so many lives. Let us remember Fred. For more than his exceptional skills, let us remember his passion, dedication and genuine love for his work. He taught us to see the beauty in the past and the value in hard work. His legacy serves as a beacon for all who cherish history and craftsmanship. Thanks for joining me on this journey with Fred today, exploring Fred's life and legacy. If you appreciate this video, please like, subscribe and share your thoughts about Fred's in the comments below. Till next time guys, see you later.